Arabic. I think this is how it looks. So you can see the walls. Be hardwood such that at least they can withstand the loading. So this look at the reinforcement bars. So you can see this is one of the reinforcement bars. You see the way it has the corrosion has excellent building. So from the walling, we have seen that the walling is load bearing and it is very massive, that is between 500 to 600 millimeter thick. So you can see the windows, the way the windows were done. The shape of the windows, it gives you the view of saying maybe it is an Arabic architecture or an Islamic architecture. So you can see the shape of the windows, so how the windows were done. So this is how it is looked. So this is how the structure looks like. So let's have a look from this side, rather from this angle. You can see that building. Can you be able to see that window? You see that window, or rather that open, the way it appears. We have some sort of curvature flowers on it, or it's how, I don't know how I can put this design, how I can call this design, but you can see that window, it appears like to be an Arabic architecture, or is it proper to say Islamic architecture? I don't know, but I think Arabic architecture might work. So you can see. And then something also that is coming up is that the walling actually was done using rubbles. The walling, again, it was done using rubbles. Some parts we have the masonry blocks, and some parts it is an interesting building to have a study. So, all right. Let's go inside. Let's go inside and have a look. So again, you can see the internal wallings. So you can see this part of an internal walling. Let's try and count 1, 2. So assuming that this stretch is 200 millimeter thick, so it's like 400 millimeter thick. That is the thickness of internal wallings. So again, let's have a look here. You can see the way the walling were done. So these are rubbles put together using cement and mortar. So you can see this is an internal walling. But actually I don't know what was the intention of this building, but let's just study it. You can see even there were no beams. Beams were not being used here. Actually, what can I say? The beams as a structural member, reinforced beams. But what I can see, you see, it's like they were just using timber. They were just using timber. That is to work as a suspending material. So again, you can see these are timbers that were suspending the slab. And then where we have a door opening or a window opening, instead of using a lintel or a beam, they were just using timbers. So I guess these timbers were hardwood. So let's have a look at this is the top view of the building. Look at the top view of the building. You see the architecture is still the same. The arches were done in a very specific way. Look at those arches. Very interesting and very it brings out that even the people who are doing this building must have been very experienced people with a certain experience. Have a look at the views. I'm not able to get the story behind the building and the purpose of the building, but it's very interesting, very interesting. So what we have seen is that, and what we have discovered is that actually because there were no structural members. When I talk of structural members, I mean of the columns, the beams, even the slab is a structural member. But for the slab, it was there. But in terms of the slab, it was not an RC slab. Or rather, again, the slab were just boulders also, or broken stones brought together. But before those stones being brought together, they did, it's like a timber deck. They did a timber deck, and then now they did the rubbles, and then that is it. And I think they laid a small screed on top of those rubble. So that is how the slab was done. So can I say it's a composite slab, or what type of slab is this? Because for a composite slab, it is a slab made of more than 2 different materials. Let's say the decking is steel, and then we have the reinforcement again, and then now we have the concrete. Or we might have a timber decking, and then we have some reinforcement with a very lean concrete on top of it. That is what we mean by a composite slab. But for this one, I don't know. Can I say it's a composite slab, or what kind of slab was it? but it was supported by timber decking. Again, what we have seen, or rather, let me just repeat it for the purpose of the viewers. I said that the wallings were done, they are very massive wallings of about thickness between 500 to 600 millimeter thick. And I was saying that these walls are very thick because the structural members, like for example the beams and the columns, it's like they were not incorporated in this building. So that's why we have very massive walls. We have very of it. Or we have steel decking, and then we have lean concrete with some reinforcement on top of it. So actually that is it. Again, let me show you the door architecture as we sign off, so you can see. Please comment and tell us which architecture was this. And remember, as I had said, that it is a building that is just next to an Indian Ocean. So as you can see, that is an Indian Ocean. So I don't know, was it a building that was used during slave trade or was it a building that was used by the traders during colonialism? All right, thank you for watching. Were not used, and instead of using the lintels, reinforced concrete lintels, they were just using timber. Thank you, and please comment, like and share.